Welcome to Cory's Stories. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Make sure that you're comfortable in your bed and everything is just right in your room so that you can relax your body and let go of your busy day. Vaya had just fallen asleep. She'd been playing all day long with her sisters Heidi and Cherry, and as soon as her head hit the pillow, she was fast asleep that night. Vaya found herself floating in a cloud of pink. She wasn't sure if it was a pink cloud in the sky. She wasn't sure she was laid on a pink, soft, fluffy blanket. Maybe she was in the middle of a pink balloon. Wherever she was, she wasn't too concerned about it. She was just laying there with her eyes wide open, looking all around her at pink. Pink above, pink to her left, pink to her right, pink even underneath her. Everywhere was pink, and it was her favorite shade of pink. It was soft and warm and dusky, just like a rose. She took a big breath in, and all she smelled was the fragrance of the most prettiest rose she had ever smelt. The smell was intoxicating. She closed her eyes and breathed in deep once again, and her whole body seemed to tingle and shiver from how delicious the smell was. All of her fur on the back of her neck stood up. She hadn't felt like this before, ever. She seemed to be in a place that was pink. This place smelt absolutely divine, like the most perfect rose you would ever smell. She didn't seem to be laying on anything, she just was kind of floating there, as if there was a stream of air holding her up somewhere out there. She didn't know whether she was in this world. She didn't know whether she was in another place, far away. She didn't know anything. The only thing that she was aware of was how peaceful and safe and quiet it was where she was, and how beautiful the smell was, and how this pink colour, her favourite tone of pink, was making her feel. She felt happy, completely happy, like nothing else existed in the world. She didn't have any worries. She couldn't think of one single thing that she was worried about. She didn't have anywhere to be. She couldn't think of having to go to an appointment, or having to be at breakfast, or having to do her sister's toenails. She couldn't think of anything like that. All that was in her mind was this blissful pink and the smell, and the feelings that she could feel inside of her little cat body. Feelings of complete and utter bliss. As she peered into the dusky pink colour, she noticed something very tiny fly by in her vision. A few moments later, it flew by in the other direction. A few moments after that, it got closer and hovered there in front of her face. It was a tiny little ladybug. The ladybug's red part of its body had changed colour slightly because of all of the pink everywhere, and it looked like a deep rose pink rather than red. The black spots on the ladybug were still black. The ladybug had 4 of them, 2 on either side. It smiled at Vaya. The ladybug didn't talk. It didn't say a word, but Vaya heard it speaking inside of her head. It was singing a very relaxing, beautiful song over and over. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Over and over. Vaya closed her eyes and felt her body floating even more. She felt completely weightless. The smell of the roses got stronger, and it seemed to make her just the slightest bit dizzy. She felt as if she was somewhere in the middle of the ocean on a boat, rocking back and forward with the water underneath the boat, gently moving her body from left to right and back and front and back and front. The swaying feeling that she could feel inside of her body was just inside of her body. She wasn't on a boat. She wasn't on the ocean. She was just floating somehow, internally, moving and swaying inside. It only started when the little ladybug started singing. So maybe it was the ladybug that was making her feel that way. It felt like she was being held by giant arms that were protecting her and keeping her safe. She closed her eyes once again and listened to the voice. Calm down, calm down. She did feel calm. She felt very calm, very safe and peaceful. She figured she had to be in some other world in the stream, some other place, because this was nothing like Earth. Nothing that she'd ever experienced before in her waking day. She opened her eyes again slowly, and the ladybug seemed to be joined by many other ladybugs, butterflies, bees. She could even hear and see birds off in the distance, as if she was staring into the sky somehow. She blinked her eyes a couple of times, and her eyes cleared and focused more. And that's when she noticed the petals. The petals that seemed to be closed around the top but up and over her head. Pink, dusky pink petals. She ran her paws across whatever it was that was now underneath her body, and it was so soft and silky, just like a rose petal. A small gap appeared in the pink above her head, and the gap showed her a bright blue beyond. It was a glimpse of the sky. The rose that she was laid in was swaying back and forward. There must have been a gentle breeze out there in the world. It was all starting to make sense. Somehow, this dream, she was cocooned inside of a rose. All of the petals wrapped around her, protecting her from the outside world. She was obviously tiny, very tiny, just like the ladybug. The whole time that this information was processing in Vaya's mind, the voice was still singing. Calm down. Calm down. The ladybug's voice telling her to calm down over and over and over. The blissful smell, her favorite color, and the feelings of how safe she felt made this her new favorite place to be. She didn't want to figure anything else out about this dream. She just wanted to be in it, to feel it, to experience it, and just let her body and her mind be taken away somehow into this perfect world. She closed her eyes once again, and the ladybugs, the bees, the butterflies, and the blue sliver of light that was coming through the petals all faded away. She let her body sink deeper into the middle of the rose, and then it felt like her body completely disappeared into the softness. She surrendered and just listened. Every breath that she took, the fragrance of the roses penetrated into her body, making all of her cells seem to bloom just like the rose itself. She opened and expanded and let go of her reality and listened to the magical song of wherever it was that she was singing to her. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. You are protected. You are protected. You are protected. You are protected. Calm down. Calm down. Vaya started to sing the words to herself internally. Without even trying, a little voice inside of her mind took over the song. Calm down. Calm down. I am protected. I am protected. Calm down. Calm down. Vaya drifted deeper and deeper into the deepest sleep that she's ever been in. Everything disappeared. She felt like she was floating in the middle of the universe, somewhere out there in space. And the whole cosmos was pink. A new discovery by a very special cat that the universe and the stars and the planets and the skies and all of space is actually pink. Not black. Not black with streams of lights and stars and planets. No, it's pink. And it feels as if you're laying in the middle of a rose, in a sunny garden, with ladybugs and butterflies and bees right there with you. The end.